Hey guys, welcome to what may be the final stream from the Brickitect studio, the old Brickitect studio. There's always going to be a Brickitect studio, but this one might be the final live stream from the old one. I'm just hand holding the camera here, so it might be a little shaky cam. If you're eating right now or had just eaten, be careful. I want to welcome everyone to the stream. As you guys can see here, I did a little bit of work. I have all of my sets that I have built up on the shelves here. And speaking of shelves, where did they go? Everything's gone. Oh, they're right here. I have all my shelves ready for the movers tomorrow. They're all coming to take these. So I have, I guess, six. Now these are, I have four here. There's two over there beside the elliptical, and then there's three behind there. So a total of nine shelves are gonna be going tomorrow. I've got more stuff over here, and if you're wondering where the roller coaster went, there's the roller coaster right there. And then Ninjago City is beside there. Pop Tart, thank you for the donation. I appreciate that. I will forward that to the movers for a tip tomorrow. That is everything that's still in the Brickitect studio. I do have some stuff on the couch over here as well. I would get up. I'm whooped today, guys. It's been a long day. And then the Games with Greg studio is pretty much shut down over there. You can kind of see it through the bars. But that's it. Oh, we still have the Up and Hulkbuster up there in Cole's Quake Mech, and of course everything is still up there. So there might be another video or two from the studio here because I still have to figure out a way to get all that stuff out of here. I think it's just gonna be a matter of driving it. I'm just gonna every time I come over here for something, I'm just gonna grab some sets and fill the car up with them, which is what this table is gonna be. Every table I have in here is filled, so that table is filled. Again, everything, we got two big sets here, and then everything else is over there. Maybe I could take you over there, and plus it's more comfortable if there is still a spot to sit down for me. But oh, I should come out here if you guys want to see what the studio looks like. Let me flip the camera around so you guys can see this. Look at that. What happened to my studio? This is what it looks like right now. A better, a better camera, a better look. Didn't know I was moving. Oh my goodness, what in the world? Where have you been? It's been like the talk of the town here on Brickitect. Well, of course it has. I might have a place to sit there, but yeah, here's everything else. This dude's just he's ready for his ride. We still have that up there. I haven't moved too much over here, but you guys can see there's no more shelves. There were shelves here. They're gone. They're gone. It's kind of sad. I do love this space. I mentioned this before in a video. I mentioned how much I really love decorating this space. I had this exactly the way I wanted it over the course of, I don't know, like 3 years or so. This place consistently changed and morphed into exactly what I wanted it to be. In fact, we used to start our videos right over here. This is where the original Brickitect studio was. I would literally be sitting at a table here facing a camera that was over here, and this was it. And then we slowly expanded and we expanded and we expanded, mainly expanding Lego sets onto shelves and buying more and more shelves. And then we came over here, and this was the backdrop of all the Brickitect videos and have been consistently for quite a while. But my other desk is over here. Of course, the minifig wall. Let's pay some respect to everybody that has sent us mail with a sig fig inside there. These are all minifigs we got very early on in Brickitect. I still have to make more of these boards, which I'm glad I didn't do at this point because I just have to move them. Ferris wheel's still up here. All of the sets. Oh, it's so much. We're talking about Ninjago sets. Am I going to get 2020 Ninjago sets? I'm not thinking about 2020 at all right now in terms of buying Lego sets. I've got enough on my plate to deal with. I could build the sets that I have in the backlog all of this year and not buy a single set in 2020, and I would be completely okay, I think. But there's what it looks like right now. It's kind of fun documenting this. I haven't had time to make videos. I haven't had time to do much of anything, to be honest with you. It's been incredible. Let me see if I can sit so the light isn't blinding us. It's been like super busy with moving and stuff, which I think is pretty normal. And I think this is the longest that I've gone without uploading a video on Greg's World, probably since I started Greg's World. And definitely not in Brickitect history. There's been times before I went like full time per se that I haven't uploaded in, maybe even a month on Brickitect, but this is definitely the record for the last like 2 years or so. So I'm sure you guys I'm sure you guys don't miss us, but we are still here. We're still alive. Clarkman's getting a bath right now. And tomorrow we're gonna be up in the new house. The carpeting situation, you guys know that I'm switching out the carpeting to something kind of similar to what's in here, only I guess it's gonna be more black and white than this. That is happening there. It's gonna come in stock at the end of next week. So I'm hoping that next week we can hopefully get that rolling and I can get my studio. Oh, we got a donation. Thank you, Mesbricks, for the donation. I appreciate that. Really do. I appreciate all you guys stopping by. We got 107 people here. Thank you guys for stopping by. A guy that is tearing apart his studio with no Lego to speak of other than what's on the shelf, but nothing to be built tonight. And I don't know when to be building again. I think like the future of Brickitect at this point looks like Greg organizes stuff and builds out a studio, which could be fascinating because I saw people asking that I document my experience in decorating and building a studio out. And I can certainly do that because I did it here. And I don't have my plan for what I want to do just yet, like the layout. I'm a visual person, so I need to see it like in my head and how it works. But I have certain plans on what I want to do there and things that I think are going to work out really well. And what I really want, there's a couple different categories. I want a place where I can just have a build going endlessly. So if I ever do get the UCS Millennium Falcon, I would love a spot where I can just have it like build over the series of like a month or two or like a 7 year period. So I want like a table for that or like a long table. Oh, Mesbricks, thank you again for the second donation. I think you're done. I'm cutting you off now. I appreciate it though. Um, where was I? So a long table, I think along the wall that I just want to have a place where we can build. And I was thinking on the back of that, if we spin around here, I have a spinny chair on my butt here. Those shelves right there. Oh, this is not looking good at all. Those shelves right there, not shelves, but little sterilite containers. They're full of pieces, or some of them are full of pieces. And what I'd like to do is put those like on the back of the desk, so it's like on the back wall, and then if you need pieces you can pull them out of there, and it's a great place to kind of have them like on storage. So that's kind of something I want to do. In addition to that, I'd like to have a place obviously where we can do like our videos where Clark and I are sitting down and like talking to the camera like a mail time video, for example. I need to have a table or a desk where we can do that, where we can like just interact with you guys. Then I want to have a giant table that is a permanent fixture that is going to be for a city, whether it be my classic land that I want to do or Clark's Minecraft World or both. But this, Clark may do Minecraft World on this right here. That's his train table, which has been cleared off. And there's space in his room for that. He actually has a room now that you can fit more than just a bed in, which is pretty cool. So that might go in his room, and that's where Minecraft World might be. But I want to have a place that I can make my Lego city that I've been dreaming of, and I want to start a series for that, like part one, part two, part 77,000. I'm excited about that. I want to have a place that I can live stream, which I suppose I can do anywhere. So I think those other things can kind of tie into that a little bit. But I want to have a place that I can literally come down. And I've always dreamed about this. And if you've been in these live streams, you've heard me mention this. I want to have a place that I can just literally come down, hit the record button, and I'm live streaming, sort of like I'm doing now. Only as opposed to sitting on the floor, I'm sitting on like uh, like an actual like station. Mesbricks, thank you for the third donation. You are single-handedly funding Brickitect Live. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. But yeah, that's kind of what's going on. That everything tomorrow, as of tomorrow, this is going to be gone. This is going to be gone. These shelves are going to be gone. The TV is going to be gone. The couch, I'm probably not going to move. You can see it right over there. We don't have any use for that couch, so I think I'm going to give it. Hopefully somebody wants it. And this stuff is going to stay for right now. I at least want to get the carpeting into the new space before I start moving all of these things over. Like my studio's not ready yet. So right now the garage, we have a 2-car garage. One car of the 2-car garage is nothing but toys. I realized I have a problem, like a big one. And it's that I just love toys, and I always have. I have all my childhood toys in totes. I've got all of my video games that I've collected throughout history in totes. I've got all of my Lego stuff in boxes, and it's taken up an entire 1-car garage. And it like I don't know if I want to get it all back out again, to be honest with you. It's overwhelming. I don't want to have a horde of stuff. Like this space to me right now, as we look around here, it feels nice to have a space where you can actually like breathe and you can look around and you see walls. I didn't know there was a wall over here before. Mesbricks, thank you for the donation. It's getting a little excessive now. But yeah, this is what it looks like when you have space in your space, and it's kind of relieving. And being that I'm painting this new place like white, and I want to have like these white tables, and I want it to be like clean. I don't want it to be clustered. So I was thinking maybe these shelves would just be my backlog. I'll just have my backlog randomly displayed here and some things that I built. I want the new studio as well, since we're on the topic of studios here, of course. I'd like the new studio to be like a celebration of the Brickitect fans as well. Like I want to have things that you guys have sent me in the mail. I want like like little inside jokes that we have. I have some ideas for mocks that I want to build that are a celebration of things that we really love on this channel. And I have two like really awesome ideas that I can't wait to get out there. But in order for me to do it, I need to have my space. So the tables are going to be. I'm actually buying the materials for the tables from Lowe's, and you guys are going to love this idea. I actually got it from Brickzar, and it's going to be really cool and super inexpensive. My whole goal in 2020 is to show you that you don't need a lot of money to enjoy Lego. You don't need all those donations from Mez to fund what you're doing. You can literally go to Lowe's, spend $35 to get a 4x8 foot table, put some legs on that bad boy, and you got yourself a really epic Lego building spot. You got your phone just like I have in my hand right now, and you're online, you're doing your thing, you're making Lego videos. And I want to encourage people that can't do $1,000 Lego hauls, that can't go to the Lego store every time a new set comes out. I want to encourage those people that this guy's doing it, you can do it. Sound like some type of motivational speaker mixed with infomercial, but that's where I'm at right now, and that's what I feel called to do. And I hope that you guys are will back me on that, because I think it's going to be something really epic, and I'm excited. So at this point, I'm going to turn this over to a Q&A with you guys for a little bit here. I've spoken long enough about all the things I want to do. You know my life story. You know my plans. Let me bring the chat up here, and we'll hang out. Who remembers 19 Ridge Road? I remember 19 Ridge Road. That was those good times. That's where it all started. That's where this crazy little journey started. And now look at us now. We're out of 19 Ridge Road. We're out of this house almost as of tomorrow officially, and then we're on to new things. And maybe sometime down the line we'll be into something else too. I still have this dream of one day having like a small farm. And the reason that I haven't done it yet is because I want to travel, and I don't want to be committed to like taking care of animals, but I want to have like goats and pigs and do like I just want to have like Greg's world becomes Greg's farm, and I think it'd be a really cool way to raise Clark, man. But it really does tie you down, and I also want to give him a life where we do a lot of fun stuff, and especially things like camping and traveling and stuff. And you can't do that when you have animals to take care of. So one day, maybe old man Greg will become a farmer. Double decker couch. Thank you for the donation. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate the financial support. Kappa, if you have any questions about Kappa, it's affected me somewhat. I'd say my income probably got cut in half, which is never fun. Anytime that you do a job and your boss or whatever is like, yeah, I'm gonna keep doing the same work but get paid half as much. It's never fun, but I feel like I got away pretty good based on what other people are saying, and it's still enough for me to continue living the life that I've imagined and doing this dream of mine, which is making online videos for whoever wants to watch them out there. And through the future, I'm going to be able to skew it a little bit towards, I guess, less made for kids, like especially on Greg's World. With if I feel like on Greg's World, I'm clear as long as I don't specifically do a video that is based on toys. Kids and toys together, that's when you really have to call it, which is what Brickitect has kind of turned into with me and Clark. But I still have a lot of solo things that I want to do here on this channel or on Brickitect. And Greg's World is just going to be me and Clark sharing our journey, which is what people really want to see. I don't think they really give a crap if we're like reviewing a Thomas and Friends set, or if we're just having a day where we celebrate being a father and son. That's really what it comes down to. Am I still sick? No, I'm feeling much better though. I appreciate it. That was rough. That was a rough last week. So I've been getting pretty hit. Do the live streams get hit with made for kids? You can classify it as made for kids. If Clark was here and we're like building a Lego set or something, I would probably have to say it's made for kids. But I don't do a whole lot of that, like in terms of streaming and stuff. And you guys know when Clark Man's here with his streams, it doesn't go well unless I'm interviewing him, which that last one was a lot of fun, and I'd love to do that again. And maybe you guys would want to see more of that as well, where I just talk to Clark Man about Clark Man stuff and see where he's at in his little 5-year-old mind. Which I need to talk about that on Greg's World. I have some topics I want to talk about, which could also make a good breaking it down or missing pieces. Speaking of missing pieces, if you are a huge fan, I called my internet company or whatever, and I told them that we were moving tomorrow, and they're like, okay, we got you set up. Just take your equipment, hook it up, and you should be good to go, which I know how to do. I should be okay with that. But I just have this terrible feeling something's going to go wrong. So I'm hoping that I have internet this weekend, and if I do, you guys will be seeing a little bit of me on the interwebs here. B&D, thank you. This is what I would love for people to this is the mentality that I would love to see from people or whatever. It says, come for the Lego, stay for the journey. I love that. Thank you so much. That's an honor for you to say that. How many U-Hauls will it take to bring a Lego studio on your move? Well, we've done that ourselves. It took 2 trailer loads full of large U-Haul boxes, which you can see right over there. It was brutal. I carried I carried all of it in. Like I can say, the last 24 hours, I've literally carried my entire Lego collection, and it was not fun. In the future, what I would love to have my Lego collection be is literally like just completely organized pieces, parts, all parts. Oh, we got a donation from JD Underwood with a message this time. Greg, have you considered selling sets that were hidden to clear up space? I can't. Such as Speed Champions might be way. No, no, I can't. It's a part of the journey, a part of the collection, the sentimental attachment. What I need to do to help myself in the future is only buy stuff that I really, really want. Or if I buy something that I don't really, really want just because the price is really good, part that bad boy out, put it into my collection, use it for mocks. That's probably the way to go in the future. And I'll probably do that with some of the stuff I have in the past. People have said, and I agree, like Lego City, Lego Creator. I've got 13 dragons that I built. Do I need all those dragon boxes? Probably not. Will Lego make another Lego Creator Dragon next year? Probably. It's not essential, but there's some stuff like the Voltron box and things like that. I'm like that's worth saving. And unfortunately, they're the bigger boxes. Let's see. My Ninjago question: am I getting any 2020 sets? Gamer market looks great. I'm not in the market for 2020 sets right now. If I bring any more sets into my life, my head's literally going to explode. Right now, I just want to get the studio set up. So the beginning of 2020 for Brickitect is going to be like studio tech, but I think it's going to be fun for you guys. If you're here, nobody. Let's face it, nobody is here just for the Lego. You're not here to see my next big review of the set that I got. You're not here to see the leak. You're not here for anything other than just to see what we're doing, regardless of what that is. And I don't think there, like I was saying to B&D, I don't think there's any greater honor than that. I take great pride in the fact that people are invested in us as opposed to the information we have to offer, because I see Lego channels that are like that. And you're like, to me, like they're just being used. Like, what can you give me? What information can you give me? That's not what we're at. That's not what we're doing here. But maybe I'll do some of that. I know you guys love Is Brickitect buying it. At this point, it's gonna be a solid no on a lot of things, but I can talk about my thoughts on sets. But if something's really cool that comes out, you never know. I might have to pull the trigger, demonetize, not made for kids. Thank you. Oh man, Brick Lover says, I'm here. You have turned my day from bad and depressing to happy. Well, thank you. I'm glad I could do that with this little thing here. And I'm really behind on the chat here. So if you do have a question, this is like open questions here. I'll try to answer in rapid succession here. Oh goodness gracious, it's going so fast. I can't keep up with it. Looking forward to seeing the new built town home. But yeah, dude, it's gonna be exciting. Kappa thing has happened in the perfect time. Clark will be going to preschool soon. More content just to be you, therefore not for kids. That's what it's probably going to look like when he goes to school, especially next fall. It's going to be a lot. What I picture, and this is going to be a little bit of a lengthy explanation. What I picture is solo video with Greg during the day. Clark Man comes home from school. We rock out a made for kids video with him. That way, like there's a video that actually makes money. Then there's a video that I do just for fun with us. And whether it makes money and people get notified or whatever, doesn't matter. It's simply just us doing our thing and having a good time. I'm not going to let this thing hold me back from doing what I want to do and what I love to do. And fortunately, I'm under the understanding, and I think like 99% of the Lego community is that if you are just making Lego videos as an adult, talking to normal people, and I'm not like, hey, can't like that one video I made, I think we're safe. I think we're safe. I don't know how you could say that just because I have Lego in my video or I'm talking about Lego in a normal fashion that it's made for kids. And I'm going to stick with that until the fines start flying around. Then we're just going to be Greg Vlogs, and I'm going to like sneakily be like, also, I built that set right over there. You guys, you guys see that? Yeah. So we're gonna be okay here. It'll be fine. And I think that'll be a good strategy moving forward with the Clark Man. So we can still make videos and still somehow have a business and a channel here. And I can afford to buy the things that you guys see in the videos. What do I suggest for young people that want to be like you someday? Ooh, that's a good question. What I would suggest, stay in school, at least through high school. Don't drop out. If you want to be like me, which I'm assuming you mean like a YouTuber, start now. First of all, don't worry about whatever you have. If you have any type of camera, any kind of phone or whatever you have, just start making videos. Do whatever is in your heart to make them. Whatever topic it is that you find interest in, I guarantee you there's another soul out there that will have interest in that, regardless whether it's Lego or anything else. someone is going to want to see your video, and the reason that people are going to want to see your video is because you are the person that's making it. There's only one you, and you are your biggest asset. Like anybody could build this roller coaster, but only you can share your experience building that roller coaster. And if you have something to offer people that they like in you, or if there's something about you, and I guarantee there is, people will watch your content, and you will slowly but surely start seeing that go up. You might not have 100,000 subscribers overnight, but if you are consistent and you stick with something and you're passionate about it, and people can see that passion come through, that has been my recipe. I don't do anything exceptionally well other than to share my enthusiasm for what I love. And I think for some reason people enjoy seeing somebody doing something that they really like. And lucky for me, because if it came down to making like professional Lego reviews, I'd be I don't know, I probably wouldn't be doing this anymore, I suppose. So Alex says, I just started filming stuff and I wanted to thank you for all the great advice. Literally just using, oh, I lost you. Just using my phone. That's all you need. In fact, I used to use, let me show you my camera that I was using that I rarely use anymore. And don't judge it by the quality of this, because I'm using a front-facing camera in 720p on a live stream, so it looks like garbage. This was the camera that I thought I needed to use. And I want to talk about this in a Greg's World video or on Missing Pieces, but I was the only person that was as concerned about quality as I should have been. Like no one else cares. If you have a camera that's using 1080p or 4K or whatever, you're fine. And it's so much easier using a cell phone. And in fact, I've been using this camera, and when you guys hear me complain about focusing and all that stuff, it's because of this camera. This camera is not as good as a cell phone these days. So if you have a phone from the last couple years, you're fine. This is an Android that I'm using. It's a Samsung Galaxy S10. I go back and forth between this and my iPhone. This is like my daily driver phone, but I don't love the camera quality of this. This is something I could talk about at great length. So I'm going to stop now because it's like one of my passions. But this is this is like a little too yellow for me, like a little too warm. And also the audio isn't nearly as good as what it is on the Android. So I'm going to be looking forward to the next Samsung phone, which I think is called the S20 and coming out in February. That might be my new YouTube camera. And this is just so convenient too, because I'm a guy that doesn't just film in my studio. Like this is fine when you're in a studio. You can have this thing set up. But when you're out in the grocery store, you don't want to be doing this. Like people are going to think you're a creeper. I don't think I've gone that far with this, but I use point and shoots. This is so much easier, just like sneaking around and stuff. You can get away with it. So if I could do anything in this live stream, I want to motivate you to start a YouTube channel using your cell phone. Make a video about whatever it is that you're passionate about, whether it's Lego or I don't know. What are people passionate about these days? Fortnite? I don't know. It's like 3 years behind the times. Make a video about how you're moving and the fact that you have this like huge Lego studio and you have all of these boxes and it's overwhelming you, and then you're like really exhausted. So then you make a live stream just to take a break and find an excuse to do it. And it's also an excuse because you haven't made a video in like 2 weeks on your channel, and it's probably going to die and everyone's going to forget about you. Oh my goodness. All right, we're 23 minutes deep into this, boys. We either need to like hit it really hard right now, or we need to wrap it up. One of the two. Have you built the Clark ship and Brickitect mummy from almost a year ago? Uh, I don't, I don't think so. I don't know what that is. Ginblade says football is a second passion. Make a video, make a series talking about how you love the Arizona Cardinals and who your favorite players are and what happened last week. There's a guy named Pittsburgh Dad that I enjoy watching. Some of you probably know him. And he does like a weekly series where he's like a comedian. He talks about how the Pittsburgh Steelers did, and he does it in a funny way. And people love it. Even people that aren't from Pittsburgh love his content. So literally, you can do whatever you want. Do we get a donation? Did I miss it? I'm so sorry. Let me go back. Oh, we got one. Zekron, thank you for the Swedish Corona. Is that what it is? It's like Corona, like the beer almost. 119. Thank you so much, man. I greatly appreciate it. And thank you for letting me know about the donation, Galligade. I kind of go off on tangents sometimes, and I miss some of that. Will we ever get Clark Man the Great shirt? I don't know. I haven't been pushing the merch too hard lately. Buy my merch. I find that on Teespring, the things that sell the most are tend to be the black Brickitect shirts. So what people want the most. I should probably wear my merch, but I found these sweatshirts that I really love. I got like this haul from Eddie Bauer. I've been searching for the perfect t-shirt, and I found the perfect t-shirt. It's from Eddie Bauer. Oh my goodness. And I like got it like did this huge like deal right after Christmas, and I got like this huge haul of clothes. So I have like a new wardrobe now. So I'm all excited. It's the small things in life, guys. when you can spend like I think it was like $180. I got like 20 pieces of clothing. Kid it out. I need to seek a sponsorship or something. They don't even know I exist. Eddie, if you're out there, call me. Have I moved Clark's room yet? Dude, we painted his room today. We were waiting for the paint. So the paint is good. It looks fantastic. I have to assemble his bed frame tomorrow after the move and then put his mattress and box spring on that. And then we have like his sheets and stuff washed. So literally, Clark is sleeping in a bed tomorrow that doesn't exist right now. So if you don't see a Brickitect video tomorrow, which you won't, that's just know that's what I'm doing. We're moving in the morning. 8 o'clock, the movers are going to be here, which is roughly 12 and a half hours from now. And it should be done by like noon or something. And then it comes down to just kind of unloading. One thing that we have to do yet is we have to move like our food and stuff. Like we don't have any food at the new house. We have a refrigerator full of stuff here, a pantry and stuff. So that all needs to be moved. All these little things like you don't really think about. Like, sure, I need to move the Brickitect studio, but we also need to move like our food and like clothes. I literally packed all my clothes in garbage bags today. Like I'm a homeless Joe. Put them all in the back of the car. Oh my goodness. I have a great story to tell you guys. Maybe we'll wrap up on this, even though I'm having a great time here. Okay, this is the night before I got sick, the night that I did my last live stream from the new studio. If you're asking any questions now, please hold because this is going to be a little bit of a story and hopefully a funny one for you guys. Dang it, I got another donation. Thank you so much for the donations. Logic Volt says, hey man, have a good night. Thank you for the donation. I appreciate everybody that donated tonight. I really do. Thank you guys so much. It really does help towards everything that's happening right now because I've been buying moving boxes like crazy. They're $2 a piece. So you bought me a moving box. Thank you. That really does help. Okay, let me tell my story here. The night before I leave, BFAB, you're interrupting my story. Thank you for the donation. You just bought me 2.5 moving boxes. We are having a moving boxing fundraiser here, folks. Thank you for tuning in. For only $1 per day, you can buy this little starving child a moving box to live in. That's terrible. Okay, let me tell my story, which is equally terrible. I'm leaving the house after doing this lovely live stream, feeling pretty good, not knowing that in a few hours I'm about to be throwing up and doing other things nearly at the same time. Zekron, he says Big Mac money. Thank you. I will purchase a Big Mac with that tomorrow. All right, so all right, I need to tell this story. I need to get this out there. Hours before I get sick Wednesday night, I'm leaving the house. And I realize in the back of my car, like it's all dark out, the garage light's on, the garage door's open. In the back of my car is this big green bag. Like it looks like a body bag, literally a body bag that has our artificial Christmas tree in it. I bought it because our box for our Christmas tree pretty much got destroyed and stuff. So I bought this big green bag that I put our Christmas tree in and I took it in the back of my car to take it up to the new house, right? That morning I get there to paint. I forgot about it or whatever. I just wanted to get into the zone and start painting. So I go in there and I paint all day. And that night I realize that it's in there when I go to leave. So I am in the driveway with the back of the hatch opened on our Subaru. And I want you to picture yourself standing in the neighbor across the street's house looking out the window at my house. Like, okay, so new guy's over there. What's that guy doing in the back of his car? I pop the hatch open. I lift this huge heavy bag out. I'm like pulling this green bag out of the car and it's like super heavy. And then I like drag it into the garage, shut the garage door, and then I slam the trunk shut and I leave. So if I wish I would pay money. I would donate some Swedish krona to see my neighbor's reaction to me pulling this body bag out of the back of the Subaru and putting it in the house. Like, dude literally now has a serial killer, murderer neighbor coming in the neighborhood, and that's me. So I want to welcome myself to the neighborhood. He better watch himself because he might end up in the next bag into the crawl space. So that's what happened. Maybe not as great of a story as I imagined it in my mind, but in my mind, as I'm doing it, I knew like when I'm doing it, and I should have filmed it because it was like, it could have been an epic movie moment. I knew it was like going to be one of those things. I was like, this totally looks like something that I've seen in like The Sopranos or something, but it was cool. And now we have our Christmas tree up there. It would have been really cool if the police came to question me or something the next day. They're like, sir, we got a report that you were taking some very heavy items in the shape of a body out of the back of your car, and we'd like to discuss that with you. I'd be like, oh sure, come on in. No bag in here. I don't see it. And then I get arrested. They actually do find a body in the house from the previous guy. He was a doctor. He probably murdered all of his patients, and they find all these bodies in the yard. Dude, this could be a whole story. This could literally be. I should. This should be my stop motion. You guys want to see me make a stop motion? This could be it. Greg, the serial killer body bag handler. I love it. What is this stream? This is a Brickitect live stream, baby. This is what you expect when you hit that subscribe button on Brickitect and Brickitect Live. This is what you expect to find. You don't expect me to talk about Lego or show a Lego set getting built. You want me to talk about the time that I killed a guy, put him in a bag in the back of my car, and then drug him into our new house as my neighbor watched. And I can't think of any better way to end this stream. So thank you guys so much for hanging out with me here tonight. I promise you this won't be the last live stream unless my internet like kicks me and I can't get online tomorrow. I'll try to do something from the house for you guys. I really do appreciate you spending the time to hang out with me for the last 30 minutes. If you've been here from the beginning, if you're an OG with the notifications turned on and you're like, oh my God, Brickitect is live. I need to be a part of this because he's bound to tell a story about the time he killed a guy. You're welcome. Thank you guys all for the live streams. Thank you for everything you do to me. Dude, for me, this is why we got to end this. Thank you for the donations. Thank you for buying me moving boxes. Really appreciate it. You guys have a glorious rest of your night. Hope you're not moving like I am. I hope you don't get sick after this live stream like I got sick after the last live stream. If I do, I'm gonna know it's obviously the cancer coming from my phone that's killing me. All right, I gotta go. Thank you guys. We'll see you in the next Brickitect live stream, maybe from a new studio.